Do you initiate change? You be the change. You usher in the innovations of a brand new world, a new age, new days, new way. Welcome to Quanta D.
All right, and we're at another Quanta D for a Business Innovators platform. Speaking here with Ashley and Justin Create for another edition of In Indie. Ashley and Justin Create, they are fresh and new into the lifestyle and career style change spectrum, and they're here today to share with us about the joys and some of the pains of the transitioning from the 9-to-5 job world into the ideal entrepreneurial dream of a life of financial freedom and living the best that they can. Hi, Ashley and Justin.
Hi. Hey, how's it going?
It's going, guys. You guys are doing some really cool stuff. It's such a pleasure to meet, LinkedIn meet Mr. Justin. Through a really beautiful request to connect in LinkedIn for Quanta D. So there's just something about a really beautiful spark about your image there, and then looking into your profile and seeing everything going on, and then meeting Miss Ashley, and then also meeting what you guys are working on with Ashley and Justin Create. So I'm really excited to have you guys here. You're definitely the types of people and brand that Quanta D enjoys to interview, and we hope to gain more similar to you, even though no one is the same. We appreciate your individuality and your originality that goes along with it. This is partly why you're on this call right now. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, we're really excited to be here. Really excited.
Oh, wow. It's so sweet. Okay, let's just start with this. You guys are fresh into this lifestyle and dream career transitioning. All right. It looks like it's already off to a great start. What's your current mood about your brand's new beginning?
I know that I think we both feel optimistic about it. We're excited to put ourselves out there. At the same time, it is a little overwhelming and a little scary just because we have only been out in public with our business for about a month. We have been thinking about it for a lot longer than that, though, so we're definitely ready to show who we are to the world, raw, unedited. And of course, we're making big moves, so we're trying to be courageous, but people like you have been helping us lately, so that's been making it a little bit easier on us. So very optimistic at this point.
So it looks like the cosmic continues to open the pathways, letting you know that you're on the right track. Right? Don't you just love it? It's epiphanies and synchronicity, and it's just amazing how that happens. Especially, for everyone, but, independence in art and, moving on independently in the next chapter or book of your life and career, it's pretty scary for most people. And this is exactly why also to get you guys on here, because, you guys seem so excited about what's been going on. And, I'm sure you have much to bring to people that are going through much fear, sadly, in making the transition to follow their hearts and follow their creativity. So thanks again. The next question for you guys is, what are the life skills and work background that you each bring individually into Ashley and Justin Create?
You can go first if you want to, Ash. We are both, we're just creative people. We love to be creative. We both have creative writing backgrounds, which definitely help out in our blog. I graduated with a creative writing degree, and Justin, went through similar classes through college as well. So, we love, creating things. Whether that's with our blog, or even just with our shop, our Wanna Get Home boutique. So we're very creative people. We love being creative.
Yeah, Ashley, you just mentioned your shop and boutique. that I got to see the When I Get Home boutique over at Ashley and Justin Create. So on that note, what exactly is Ashley and Justin creating?
Do you want to answer that one, Justin?
Yeah, I can answer that. So basically, what we're doing is we're creating content related to talking to people. This is our journey. Like what you're seeing on Ashley and Justin Create blog is what we're going through and like what we're thinking. So that includes talking to people, just experiencing life in general, finding our way through this transition, and just following us in our dreams. So we're creating ways for other people to think about their own lives. I know that before in the year that we were thinking about doing this, we saw a lot of other people doing what we wanted to do. And it's following in those footsteps that has led us here. And we're kind of stepping out and making our own footsteps in some aspects. But I think we are very excited to inspire other people to just do what they wanted to do in the first place. So we're creating inspiration and like you said before, we're creating art and in our own way and writing and just art in general. So that's what we're all about.
Yeah, now about your art it's pretty different. It is very original. It's so original that I'm even looking at this urban wall hanging. Like I think I want one. I'm telling you, it looks good. I love wood. I love what you're doing with the wood. There was another piece that you had with wood on canvas. I mean, that was ridiculous.
The Christmas tree.
That was ridiculous. I didn't have much time today, so it wasn't like I'll just get back to it at some other point. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. Very different. I would definitely buy that. I don't want to.
A lot of our art has like the natural feel to it because it comes from nature, and that's something that we both love. Is just how natural beauty comes through, and
that's right.
Most likely people are going to choose that over something that was manufactured over and over again. So
that's right. Speaking of your art and creation for Ashley and Justin Create, what do you guys have coming up, artistically speaking? Is there anything new coming up? I know so far a little bit about your When I Get Home project. I'm not specifically speaking of that, though. I just mean any more artistic creations, as in crafts and paintings, whatever, different mixed mediums, anything else that you guys have upcoming.
I would say
definitely.
We both have a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it, please.
Yeah, I mean, like most of the pieces on our site right now, it's all driftwood related. So we love creating stuff like that. Like Justin said, it's all coming from nature. It's what inspires us. So yeah, we definitely have more pieces coming. Getting our business up and going, getting the website created, blogs, everything like that. It takes some time, but no, we're definitely going to get back into that, creating more pieces, different things that inspire us. So yeah, definitely.
Keep up the good work because it really is good work. And I mean, I'm being a little non-journalistic at this point. I like it so much. I love good art as well and creativity. So that's why I'm so moved, and I have to share that with you guys, okay?
Thank you
so much for what you guys are doing. It's very inspiring.
Thank you.
And speaking of inspirations, what was it that inspired you both to take this leap to begin your new professional path and brand?
Oh, well, actually, Justin and I, we talk about this all the time. I think for me, and I think for Justin too, it was really meeting each other. When we met, we clicked. I mean, we have so many dreams and goals that were so similar, and it was easy to talk about them with him. And I think he feels the same way. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it weren't for, Justin. I mean, he's my best friend. I can talk to him about anything, and, he's really pushed me to do this, to better myself. So I would definitely say what's inspired me the most to take this leap was Justin.
And I would agree with that because, like she was saying, when we met, we just clicked and things just started happening, and it seemed like we could just be having a glass of wine, just sharing what happened that day, and we could find some kind of beauty in that, and it always got deeper. It was never just, hi, how you doing today? There was always, like, we both care about when we talk to someone, like, getting actual something out of it, and that's just how we both are, and so when we're both together and doing that, it seems like magic happens, and that inspired us to do something else other than just be friends, just professionally.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Now, speaking of you guys' art, what inspires your art besides nature, like the mediums? Is there any, besides the driftwood and loving natural? Justin, you did share something about the dried flowers.
Yeah, I have.
That's really interesting. So why don't you just share with us just a little bit about that?
Well, I started doing that probably last spring. I had old flowers that were sitting around, and one of them dried a certain way, and I made something for my mom, and it turned out really beautiful. I just felt like it told a story, so there's going to be more of that coming out soon. I've been experimenting with it because it takes a long time for the petals to dry and do it a certain way. So I have been working on that. That's just in my free time, which I don't have very much of, but I do think I have some good stuff coming out pretty soon with that.
Okay.
And I would say the inspiration would just be doing something different that nobody's really seen. It was fun just doing it on my own without someone telling me how to do it, which is what I feel like a lot of things in our life, that's how it is. Like, there's already a path laid out for you. But I think there's so much original stuff that could happen. I just want to inspire other people to dig into that.
Now, that is inspiring. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, you guys both have history in the creative writing space, and now have a copywriting service that is also a part of the creations with Ashley and Justin Create. So what makes your copywriting style different from the average copywriter service?
I would say that, we have two minds. They're very similar. Like we said, we share a lot of similar goals, but we're also very different. On my end, I can sometimes be very structured and I want to be really organized, where Justin likes to let loose and he likes to, have a little bit more fun with things. So I think having those two different type of personalities combined, gives us a really good edge and helps us create, a variety of different things. So, we can, help out basically anybody, really. At least we would try to.
Yeah, yeah, and I think we can dig a little bit deeper because we can let loose, and things are changing so much. A lot of business type stuff is mixed in with social media now, so I think we have a good handle on that world, and I think we're doing a good job to bring it through to social media and connect to people. And we can bring, even if we don't have a certain experience with a product or with something that someone wants others to see, we can put ourselves in their shoes, and we're good at connecting with people in general, so we can just relate. We can relate it to our life in some way, and it comes out in our writing, I think.
I'd just like to add on to that, if you don't mind, please pardon.
Sure.
But from a business angle and standpoint, that is a really raw combination for copywriting. All right? You have my interest, okay? Yeah, I mean, very, very well put, and also very, very different. So you guys are innovating not only in art and with Ashley and Justin Create, but you're also innovating with copywriting, because that's very, very unique. Yeah, so commend you two on that and bringing that together.
Thank you.
Now, since you just gave that of your beautiful raw combination that differentiates you from other copywriting services. Can you guys share a tip for writing the best sales copy and a tip for writing the best blog copy to generate leads and increase sales? What do you guys think would be something for, one of each, writing the best sales copy and also writing the best blog copy?
It relates to, sorry, go ahead, Ash.
No, I was just going to say, for the best blog copy, Justin and I always really like reading pieces that are honest. That's what we want our blog to be about. We want it to be honest and raw and show ourselves. So for the blog, I would just say just have fun with it. Be true to yourself, write about what interests you, and, you're going to find other people that find it interesting too. So, just speak from the heart and have fun with it.
Awesome tip. Awesome tip.
And
now, Justin, what about you?
I would say I was going to chip in and just talk about the sales copy, and I don't have too much experience, but what I've found is that people respond to stuff that they like, if that relates to them. So if I haven't experienced something, like I said before, I just try to put myself in those shoes and relate it to my own life in some way and imagine myself as a customer and get a little creative with it and think about social media and how things are changing and just try to incorporate that into it and just try to be real with people and be direct with them, because a lot of times now businesses are directly connected to people, so you don't have to do everything the way it's been done before. So I would just say be a little original, which is always, has always been a thing, but you can be original in different ways now. And I know that's not very simple, but
no, it can be. It can be. Okay, if anything, it makes us have to think a little more deeply, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is never a bad thing.
Never. Okay. How about When I Get Home, which is such a beautiful title. I'm supposed to be like completely non-biased, but I can't help myself. Come on, you guys are writers, so you understand. You're really writers, so at heart as well, and you're artists at heart, so you get where I'm coming from. You could be a sucker for just the most beautiful headline or title. It could be a metaphor, oxymoron. Just a beautiful word, phrase. But when I read and hear When I Get Home, it's just like ... continuation. What else is happening when I get home?
That's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, and it works because that's the effect that it's having on me. So I can only imagine what your community is going through over this, which you guys have started to build up pretty well so far too, considering how long it's been that you guys just really started branching this out, even though you've been working on this for about a year prior to beginning to branch this out, right? So let's talk about When I Get Home. What is it? And how are you guys incorporating it into Ashley and Justin Create?
Go ahead, Justin.
It's very, very
you
personal
it so
for
well.
us. I'm itching to explain it just because it's such a... For me, when I think about the future and I think about 50 years from now, I think about what I'm going to be reflecting on, like what happened in my life and like where I was and who I talked to and all the stuff that I did. And right now, 50 years before then, if I have 50 years, but let's just assume I do, I still have that time and I have to make the most of it. And it is a beautiful phrase, but it's very meaningful to me. I just want to do as much and see as much of the world as I can. And, even when you get home from like a long trip or you have a long day at work, when you get home, you have to unwind and you reflect on stuff and you can get away from everything else. And when I get home, I think about all the stuff that I've done, and it kind of helps me to grow and helps me to reach a little deeper into myself too. So it's not it's not just like all about the future, like 50 years from now. It's also about next week or tomorrow or any day of the week that something happens. I mean, every day something happens, and I'm just a very deep person, so home is a reflection on that. I have stuff in my house that I've gotten through other people that have been important to me that have passed away a long time ago, and I have stuff that I found at Big Lots, something that I just thought was beautiful. So I try to make my home that, and I think that's why we named our shop that, and that's why we are naming our big project that, because we want to bring home the experiences of those people that we meet and the places that we go to. Yep, that's it for me.
Yeah, and I mean, and just to add to that a little bit more, because I mean, that's what Justin said, that's basically it. It's that feeling of coming home, relaxing, and it's also a feeling of being passionate about something, like deep in your core, and that's why we started this. That's why we started this business, and we want to connect with like-minded individuals that have that dream and that passion too, whether that be creating different pieces like what we're doing, or something completely different. But it's just finding that connection and expressing that and being passionate about it, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to help people realize that this is something that they can do too, and it's all about that feeling.
Well, so you guys are becoming like life transformers.
I think that's the goal.
I mean, look, we'll come up with some better terms another time, okay? But it sounds like you're a transformationalist or something. And it's really, really great stuff. So with all of this journeying that you guys have been on, of your lessons learned insofar, with embarking onto the journey that is your new brand, Ashley and Justin Create, what is a common problem of a life and career transition that most face and that your brand has recently experienced?
Well,
I think for the both of us, it's balance. I mean, wouldn't you say so, Justin? It's finding a balance.
Sure. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're wealthy already, or you are lucky enough to have someone support you in your transition, most people can't just start over, especially if they're in their late 20s or their 30s or 40s or whatever it is. I mean, I don't think that we should limit anyone in that aspect. So I think just finding the funds to do it and finding the time, and if you have children, just finding a life balance in general is probably the hardest, and trying not to get burnt out on your business.
Yeah.
Now, can you expand a little on the life balance?
I mean, kind of what Justin said. I mean, finding time in between, because I mean, Justin still is working full time right now. I mean, right now, this is what I am doing full time. So, I mean, for Justin, it's trying to find life balance. I mean, we both live in 2 different states. I'm up in Cleveland. Justin's in Kentucky. So it's just trying to find a good balance between both of us to, get everything that we need done while he's working. And then, it's just finding that. And then also with like family and like, if you have children, we don't. We both have dogs. So it's like, trying to find that balance between everything.
Okay. That's much more improved in expanding on that. So thank you guys so much. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that will help some people, I mean, it could be just one little simple thing on the surface, but it can, go, extra deep for most. Because that's thrown around as well, having to do with just life and career, period, regardless of a transitioning, or an aiming to do more. I mean, just the balance thing is something that, yes, it's definitely a common problem because I've seen a lot of it online. And also was really shocked I'm always shocked when I hear something in a cafe, or a restaurant and I'm not working, but it has something to do with my work with Quanta D, and, all of a sudden I hear these two females, and this more so had to do with my my wellness interests. I am a wellness enthusiast as well, aside from Quanta D. So, I just hear these two girls, urbanite girls, okay, city girls, and they're sitting there, having fish and grits or something at this new soul food spot in Harlem, and then one of them goes, well, you know what her problem was? She didn't have the proper work-life balance, and I almost spit my coffee out. I could not believe. It was like, where is this coming from? I'm gravitating this, and I always wonder that too, because of course, divine intervention, the universe, and all that good stuff. So, as simple as it is on the surface, that balance, and then with you guys expanding on it, it's definitely a common problem. So, if anyone can learn from what you did to succeed in solving the problem of work-life balance, having to do with a life and career transition, what is the most essential tip you can give to others in their life and career transition to help them avoid and or resolve the same problem?
Do you want this one, Justin?
Yeah, I can.
You've had to deal with this a lot lately.
Yeah, with my job, I still work full-time. I work a little over 40 hours a week sometimes. So trying to make time with my partner, his name's Sam, that has been a challenge. But I have learned to just listen to what he needs and listen to what he thinks about certain things. And just he's been very supportive, so I've been lucky in that. But it was a little bit rough at first. I've just had to learn to put things down and listen to him and listen to other family members that need me. I mean, we've had, in the past month, I've had a death. I've had my little brother turned 19. My sister graduated from a program she was in. So just scheduling time to enjoy those things, but also getting work done afterwards or before. Just make sure you're getting balance and you're still sleeping and eating healthy and going to the gym if you need to. You just have to learn how to schedule all that stuff in between.
Yeah, making time for yourself. Yeah, I mean, just say just a little bit more. I mean, doing things for yourself and doing things, that you need to do anyway, hanging out with your family, taking care of the stuff that you need to get done. But, do things for yourself. I think that's very important. And I don't think a lot of people do that. And I think selfish is a very, it can be a very bad word, but I mean, sometimes you need to be selfish. You need to be. I mean, you do things for yourself. You got to get things done that you need to get done that make you happy. And that's, I think,
in holistic health, Ashley, in holistic health, it's just called self-care.
Yeah, exactly.
It's self-care. And that's what you're speaking of. Please continue.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just being there for yourself. Just basically that, just being there for yourself.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wow. Thank you guys so much. It's been great to have you on. Can't wait to take a look and see what your new updates are and what's going on with When I Get Home. Not only the boutique, but we are expecting some new artwork soon, I hope.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely soon.
It's very good, and looking forward to seeing the copywriting stuff, and also, checking out your copywriting profile as well as your blog writing, which is really great writing. You guys are such creative writers at heart, and together, your team, I'm sure, will be able to supply and provide some value to businesses and brands that definitely could use a copywriting service that has an edge. So I just want to say thank you guys again for coming, and I've actually learned something learned a few things from you, not just about you. So you're definitely on the right track with me as far as I'm concerned.
So
yeah,
can't wait to see the rest. Oh, no problem. No problem. We are blessed to have you on this platform today. So thank you guys again so much. And this will wrap up and finalize another edition of In Indie for Quanta D and Business Innovators Radio, where we are trying our best to divine digital dimensions. Take care, all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Top Agent Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading real estate industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at topagentradio.com today.